Breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. Jay Prince jump out there on 50 Cent. I guess now we gonna figure out if Jay Prince is trying to get in the Big Meech bag because he see the bigger picture. Figured that 50 Cent done blew it. Rick Ross done blew it. Jay Prince feeling like he the original OG out of Texas with everything going on now. He want to reach into Detroit. Sit back, watch this video. Let's see how we move forward. Subscribe to my daughter's YouTube channel at Juanita Mecca Audio, Juanita. Let's get this poppin'. You know what it is, Unique Mecca Audio, man. Jay Prince done jumped out there. He sent a message to 50 Cent that, you know what I mean, that he may send the goons at him for dissing Big Meech. Now, why would he do that? It got to be a bag in it because nobody do nothing for nothing. He don't even know Meech that we know of. But we going to find out. Let's play this video and keep it popping. All right.
Believe people play with people intelligence the way they play with people intelligence and intellect, you know, the way they do today. You know, people are telling lies for a living. You know what I mean? They actually lying to y'all for a living. But
Prince called 50 a complete hypocrite, saying that if Big Meech is a snitch, then 50 is basically a cop. Ouch.
You know what's a sucker to me? A sucker is a who pick who he fight with.
Right.
Like if you sitting and you go, oh, I'm not going because this.
I won't fuck with him, but I'll with this one.
Yeah, I think I can take him.
Right.
You want to fight the you think you can beat.
And I called Jay Prince in him out. I'm saying,
You didn't say nothing to whack. So when you come talking to me, I feel like you're very selective. This is exactly what I meant last week when I was talking about street is being selective.
You hear that? They go Mase putting it down. Yo, sometimes you just got to know how to just fall back, man. You know, because that situation that Mase had ain't had nothing to do with Jay Prince. But Jay Prince, he got a fight in the dog if he planning on spending his bag, you know, behind the BMF brand. So then he had every right to jump out there on 50 Cent because he might as well get in the mix, shake it up, like he said, and make it happen. Alright.
So Jay Prince is allegedly sending threats to 50 Cent for dissing Big Meech and saying he might do something if 50 keeps calling Meech a rat.
Now, why do Jay Prince care other than he trying to get a bag off the BMF brand? Put it in the comments. Let's see where y'all at if y'all learning anything over there at Unique Mecca Audio, man. I'm giving it to y'all too raw. Jay Prince jump out there on 50 Cent, knowing 50 Cent is a goon, knowing that Jay Prince selectively pick who he goes at, and now he picked the biggest goon to go at. And why? Because I guess the biggest goon is connected to the biggest bag. Let's go.
You all know 50 doesn't just go quiet when someone throws shade his way. And this time it looks like Jay Prince might have poked the wrong bear. See, there are so many layers to this, and Jay Prince's history doesn't exactly help his case. His name has been attached to all types of shady business.
Yo, y'all put in the comments what shady business is Jay Prince been on. I've been gone 26 years, so get me caught up because I might start doing some joints on this. And if there's anything y'all want me to cover, you like me, think I need to see so I can get my old ass caught up, send it to the number that comes on the screen, 917-680-9091. Rewind that, 917-680-9091. All right.
From extortion rumors, sketchy dice games, and even claims that he and his son were allegedly involved in Takeoff's death. And that means if 50 decides to go all in and expose Jay Prince's dirty laundry, he will have a whole lot to work with. In fact, 50 has now seemingly responded to Jay Prince's rumored threats on IG, and he's reminding everybody just how he gets down when someone tries to play him. But is Jay Prince even jumping to Big Meech's defense? How exactly did he threaten 50? And is he making a huge mistake by going after the pettiest man in the industry? Let's break this down.
There you go. Let's go.
That's a few of y'all questions, then I'm gonna have to go about my business. You can see I'm just relaxing, letting God's air blow on my face.
Tell him.
in a sucker-free environment.
So in case you were wondering, yes, 50 Cent is still keeping his foot on Big Meech's neck about those snitching allegations. 50 isn't backing down from Meech, but he's not the only one throwing shots these days. Recently, Top 5 hit up social media to blast the former Kingpin for sliding into his DMs. In a video, he called Big Meech a rat and tagged Fifth to step in saying, 50 Cent, come get this fake 60-year-old Kingpin out my DMs before I crash out.
Yo, that's some serious joint. 50 done started ruining them. Right now, Big Meech got a lawsuit in on 50. And this is the perfect example for him to show, because now the young rappers is dissing him when they was looking up to him before the 50 Cent fallout. Let's go.
Hashtag Big Screech. And of course, it didn't take long for 50 to react and take an opportunity to troll Big Meech some more. 50 reshared Top 5's video and wrote in the caption, he probably wanted to borrow some money from you gangsta, LOL. And while most of the industry is staying out of the mess, trying to avoid getting dragged into 50's beef with Big Meech, Jay Prince decided to insert himself into the drama when nobody asked him to.
Maybe it's because he got a bag in mind dealing with the BMF brand, so you can't say that, because if there's a bag involved, he got every right to get involved.
So some gossip blogs recently reported that Jay Prince has been throwing some shade on Instagram stories, calling out 50 for allegedly using Big Meech for clout. It seems like Jay Prince couldn't resist joining the conversation,
Or the clout chasing.
even though he wasn't involved from the jump. And allegedly, Jay Prince posted and then quickly deleted a message that read, Big Meech was worth over $100 million before he went to prison. 50 used Meech's life to make money and gave him $5 million and now think he created the BMF brand. But that's
not all. Jay Prince want to get involved with their BMF brand.
It's not all. According to some insiders, Jay Prince is also pulling some sneaky moves behind the scenes and allegedly threatening to send his people on 50 to try to silence him. However, 50 isn't backing down. In fact, he just made clear that they can try all they want, but they'll never succeed in taking him down.
That sounds so stupid. I know Jay Prince didn't think that he could send someone to threaten a man from the street. Jay Prince, you from the street. You know better than that. I believe this is YouTube talk. I don't have you doing that, Jay Prince. I'm going to keep it 100. Jay Prince, I'm even going to say, I know you didn't do that, because that would be the stupidest thing. And I don't see you as stupid, so this seems like it's just internet trolling talk. Let's keep it moving. You know, I got to give my opinion so y'all know how us gangsters think. I got to support Jay Prince on that one. But like I said, if Jay Prince going after the bag with Meech, he got every right to throw a little bang, a little rock up in the fight, you know? But if he's just doing it for clout, come on, dog. We too old for clout. You know what I mean? We already got a name. It is what it is. Let's keep it moving.
50 dropped a clip from Training Day, letting everyone know that no matter what they throw his way, he's built for this and won't be intimidated. And he wrote in the caption, get the message. So now fans are clowning Jay Prince and saying he needs to stay in his lane because he definitely doesn't want to be on 50's radar and attract attention to his own sketchy reputation.
What is sketchy about Jay Prince's reputation? I've been gone for almost 3 decades. Please catch me up in the comments or hit the number that comes on the screen. There it is right there, 917-680-9091. Screenshot the picture, get the number, fill me in, send me whatever links you got on whatever content you want to hear me give my opinion on, and let's rock and roll. All right?
So, in case you're not familiar with Jay Prince, he's the CEO and co-founder of Rap-A-Lot Records, one of Houston's most legendary labels. Now, Jay Prince likes to call himself the King of Houston and act like he owns the whole city. And there's this unspoken rule that when big-name rappers touch down in H-Town, Jay Prince steps in like their unofficial security detail, making sure they move safely.
Maybe we need to change the word for the youngsters. The checking in part, you know, is they seem to get hung up on that word, checking in.
Yeah.
So if we could diversify that word and bring it up to a 2021 thing.
Right. What's the word, OG? What's the word?
Maybe we may want to tell them they need to get connected.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe that's the proper word, connected, properly connected, or whatnot.
Yeah, they get tripped up on the semantics.
Yeah, they get stuck. I mean, right there, you stuck. So then you stuck on stupid, right?
Yeah.
You're stuck on stupid, and you're not using your powers or access to powers that you have, you're looking at it as a negative versus a positive. You know, we all know if you can tap into good people wherever you go.
Wherever, yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a blessing, Rip.
Real talk.
You know
Real
what I
talk.
mean? Who want to have access to power and not use it?
However,
all right, hold on. Before we go any further, I got to speak on this, man, because like I said, I don't care who it is, man. If you say something crazy like he just said, you know what I mean? He talking about tapping in for power. If you tap in for power and you go to any state, I'm just letting y'all know the rules. You don't like it, I'm giving you rat bastards a chance to get off my channel right now. That's your 3-second call out. Out of here. Let's get this thing popping. I can't stand these rats. Listen, man, so you understand. If you go check in with someone in another state and something happened to your man in that state, whoever you checked in with is responsible. That means war off with his head or whatever you feel you need to go as far as you need to go for your man that checked in with somebody and then lost their life. End of story. Let's stop this. Everybody yelling, check in, check in. Who's stupid enough to want to take the responsibility of a stranger's life in their hands because they got the bag? If somebody come in town to visit me like the homies from DC or Virginia or, you know, Miami or wherever, then I'm responsible for them. That's not checking in. They came to see me. Period. So that means that gives me the responsibility to make sure they have a good time, have a good roof over their head, and get out of town safely. And if any one of them, God forbid, don't, then it's war upon me and whoever did that, because if not, then my brother's gonna come for me because I violated because they was there on my watch. So for Jay Prince or anybody to say, you know, check in with me, that's a big responsibility. So someone get bodied when they checked in with you, then what do you say? Oh, that ain't nothing to do with me, dog. No, you wear that. So whoever lose their life when they checked in with someone in any state, whoever they checked in with is responsible, and just keeping it real, not promoting violence, but just letting you know what it is. That means off with their head. So who want to put their head on the chopping block for another dude because he got the bag and he coming through his city? Stop it, man. This is what I walked home into. I remember Jay Prince when I was growing up and doing my thing all up in Virginia on the East Coast in 86, 87, 88. He had a big name out there. You made it out the game, big brother. Shut up and go lay down somewhere and enjoy your money, man. I laid down for 26 years and they took all my money. You blessed to be out here to raise your kids, put your kids on, get a mansion, do all this. Somebody need to tell you what time it is, Jay Prince. Stop it. Let them young boys be crazy. Because you getting involved in this, talking about checking with you, that's crazy. Stop it, man. You know better than that. I know you know better than that. You from my era. You my age. I'm 60, you 60, so I'm talking to you man to man. Stop it. That's how people get hurt, and then you put your family in danger by taking on the responsibility of a stranger because he got the bag. You already know what time it is. If you can't govern the bag, you don't deserve it. So if these rappers getting it can't govern the bag and they go in the hood, they're gonna get got. That's the rules of the jungle. Because we chose to get out the jungle don't mean that's not the rules no more. There's still wolves that play by those rules. Even though now we laying back as king of the YouTube and king of Rap-A-Lot records. Stop it, man. Please stop it, man. This is the dumbest video I ever had to respond to. After you just seen what happened to Big U, you know what I mean? Right now, you're supposed to let it be known, ain't nobody gonna check in with me. Look what happened to Big U, man. Wake up. This is the thing these young dudes do. They miss the blessings that God give them with the message how to survive. And then they run and say somebody told on them. And you giving a whole breakdown and you trying to change the wordology of what checking in mean. I don't want nobody to check in with me. If you contact me because you want to see me, have a good time, you know what I mean, whatever, you know, that's it. But all that checking in and I'm responsible for your life and I don't even know you. And I'm going to put my life on the line for you. Only life I care about, I'm going to tell you straight up, whether you want to hear it or not, is my own. Mother F your life. Just like you say, Mother F my life. Worry about yourself. That's how you survive out there. You don't insert yourself as somebody else's issue because they got the bag to say, oh, check in with me. And I'm going to keep you alive and I'm going to keep you safe. And then you have people call the police, that's the bigger army above you, that people is paying their taxes to have them keep them safe. So what are they paying you for you to keep them safe when they check in? Now you're going to have the feds looking into that and then you're going to say, oh, somebody told on me, somebody told on me. They talking about I was extorting the rappers when they came down to my town. Dog, you're telling on yourself. Stop it, man. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it, damn it. What is wrong with you, man? This shit make me sick.
Some people are not buying the whole Protection Act, and the streets are saying Jay Prince and his son Jazz might really be running a full-on extortion play. And if that wasn't shady enough, there's also been a lot of rumors about these dice games they host in Houston, where artists allegedly get lined up for a quick come-up. These rumors got even louder after Takeoff's tragic death. However,
look at that man losing his life when he checked in with you. Stop telling that check-in, man. Because you claiming responsibility. Because if my man go down there and lose his life when he checking with you, my beef ain't with whoever did whatever. It's whatever who was checked in with. That's why you don't do the check-in. You know better than that, man.
Take wasn't the first to lose his life after one of Jazz Prince's infamous dice nights. Just a couple of months earlier, Chicago's Duke the Jeweler hit big, walking away with $100K. But that win turned deadly. He was reportedly robbed, ambushed, and gunned down before he even made it to his car. So,
see, that's what I'm saying. If that type of thing happened in your day, Mr. J. Prince, you know what'll happen if a man go to another man's town, win money, leaving, and then he get bodied. That means they coming to get the establishment that that game was held in. Those are the rules. When they come in Club 2000, I was responsible for them. I was responsible for every man in there. They gonna say, oh, he come up in there and, you know, Unique was down with it. It was his club. Anything happened under Unique's roof, Unique is responsible for. Anything happened under whoever check-in, they responsible for. And if something happened, that mean that they know who to come for. So let's stop this internet like this is cool and cute and kudos about checking in. Checking in and a man loses his life and you still got yours. You truly blessed. You truly blessed. Because you know the era we come from. You already know what that means. So let's stop it, man. Don't put yourself in that situation because ain't nobody talking to you because they all looking at you as a big dog. But I'm talking to you man to man, mano to mano. Stop the bullshit and get out these young boys' business and go lay down. You done got your sons millions. They got ranches. They got helicopters. They living like kings. You made it, big brother. Lay back and enjoy your money and stay out these young people's way. And if you planning on going to grab Big Meech, just go grab them. Why would you throw the towel? And if anything, you send your sons, your soldiers. That's who I would send. Because I'm too old for this. I'm going to send my soldiers. That's what you have them for. Let them earn the ranch, man. Listen, everybody want to be a soldier until it's time for war. So if you feel it's time for war as the king, shoot your shot. You got your pawn, you got your rook, you got your bishop, you got your knight. Come on, you even got your queen to lay down with at night. Stop these games, man. Give these people the real game, you're going to give it to them. Every day I'm seeing a different rapper getting bodied by his best friend that he grew up with, and the bag got in the middle and shit went left. Stop it, man. There's enough money for everybody. That's why I can't understand how people get on the YouTube and eat each other back out. When they done watching your channel, they gonna go to the next. You eat somebody back out after you do that, what content you gonna give them? When if you take your time and find your lane like I did, then you just give them good content and don't worry about nobody else. Let's keep it moving, man.
After Takeoff's passing, many fans blamed Quavo, saying he should have known better than to be around Jay Prince and the Mob Ties crew, especially after what went down with Duke the Jeweler just 2 months earlier. And with all the shady whispers surrounding the Prince family, people feel like Quavo should have kept his distance. Now, as for the man accused of pulling the trigger, Patrick Xavier Clark has officially been indicted by a grand jury for Takeoff's. However, the trial date still hasn't been set, even though it's been almost 3 years since the crime happened. Now, here's where it gets real shady. Literally, a day after Patrick Xavier Clark was arrested, he somehow came up with a $1 million bond and was out on house arrest.
So, does he have a job, a hustle that get $1 million legally to pay bond, or they insinuating that somebody paid that bond in order to silence him and got him out? Let's see how the rest of this play out, because that's what comes to my mind.
Now fast forward to November 2023, and out of nowhere, the rules switched up. Clark was no longer on house arrest, didn't even have to wear an ankle monitor, and the...
Yo, he even got the ankle monitor on? It took me 18 months to get my joint off when I came home. Come on, man. That's pull.
only thing he had to do was follow a 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. curfew, and that's not even the wildest part. According to court documents, Clark isn't allowed to contact any witnesses, victims, or Takeoff's family, and that also includes Jay Prince Jr. On top of that, the court banned Clark from reaching out to Jay Prince Sr. in any way. Now, you already know fans are side-eyeing this whole situation, because how does someone go from house arrest to basically moving freely with just a curfew? And it's really weird how this whole case keeps taking unexpected turns and they're still refusing to set the date for the trial. And now, here's the latest plot twist. Patrick Xavier Clark is standing 10 toes down on his innocence, and his lawyer, Letitia Quinones Hollins, recently told Rolling Stone that her client did not fire the shots that took Takeoff's life. But she didn't stop there. She also came for the investigators next, calling out the so-called evidence they're using against Clark.
You see, that's where, you talk too much too, right? She talking too much. She's saying that the client didn't fire the shot because we riding. She's saying that the client didn't fire the shot that took his life. So right there, you're saying that your client shouldn't be charged with the body. But what about you opening the door for them to, okay, all right, well, he didn't fire the shot that took his life, but he fired a shot in the direction of his life. So therefore, boom, we're going to charge him with attempt murder. That's even easier to prove. All you got to do is show he had a gun at the time. So if they got a video with him with a gun, it's a wrap. But that's what I'm saying. This make no sense whatsoever. He didn't fire the gun that killed him. You shouldn't even have said that. Just fall back. You got him out. You're doing your thing. But what this seems like to me is that it's a state case. A state case, you could buy them off all day, and that's what this looked like. But the feds is going to be coming in, and you don't know who they may put in them handcuffs when they come. So you're going to see a whole more coming out, a lot more coming out in 2026, because they ain't going to stop there. Believe that.
According to her, the video footage and ballistics they're pushing are not adding up, and when the trial finally kicks off, she's ready to tear their whole case apart. There was someone else who started the shooting. It was not Patrick Clark, Quinones Hollins told Rolling Stone.
But if Patrick Clark fired a shot, then that's attempt murder. But of course, they're going to try and fight. What was that? Self-defense. Okay, let's keep it moving.
He was in the same position that Takeoff was in. He was trying to get out of there alive as well. He didn't have anything to do with the argument that occurred. He just happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time when people started firing weapons. Now, going back to those rumors about Jay Prince setting up rappers with those dice games, several industry figures have talked about this before, including Whack 100, who accused Jay Prince's son of running a loaded dice game scam on rappers who visit Houston.
Yo, so I had a dude call me, right? And that Junior been having some going on down there in Houston, bro. We got the media team in here. So it's an inside month. Yeah. Now this month, he's the one that's tied to the dude that makes the loaded dice. Right? Check the play out. All entertainers, when you go to Houston, stay away from Jay Prince Jr. There's a whole play going on. Here go the play right here. The play is a loaded dice. Now I'm gonna talk about something. Let me see if y'all catch up with what I'm saying. The entertainer invites him in, act like he's covering for him, hanging out. Everything is cool. Let's go here. Let's go there. Let's go here. Let's go there. He introduces the dice game. He got three right, who rotate the dice. Now these dice is loaded. The tell me it's a Wolf, Big Caprice, and watch this, and Little Cam are the loaded dice rotators, right? He said, what? There was a situation that occurred that a certain jeweler around and got past the dice on accident and was hitting on them for a couple hundred. They got irritated about that. I ain't gonna go too far into that story because, right? Boom. The only way they could get their money back was however their money back. He said, but Lil Cam, Wolf, and Big Caprice are the three designated to say I'm up, I got the next, and they pass the dice to each other, but they loaded, but they shooting against them up whoever's in town, the entertainer. Right? They say Jay Prince Jr., he get 30% of whatever the take is.
Whack 100 also warned artists to stay far away from Jazz Prince's dice games, calling them nothing but a straight-up scam. He even suggested that Quavo and Takeoff might have gotten caught up in some shady business, which could have sparked the whole situation that led to Takeoff's tragic death.
But entertainers, beware of with Jay Prince Jr. when he talking about let's go shoot some dice. Because the loaded dice crew are three Lil Cam, Wolf, and Big Caprice. We know Lil Cam in there because I believe somehow, some way he was caught up in the dice situation. Rest in peace, Takeoff. I don't know what's going on. But what I do know this, Jay Prince Jr. got a whole thing that when y'all come into town, hold on, bro. Didn't they say Fifth Ward earlier that day shooting dice?
Hey, yo, let me explain this to y'all too, right? This is a little deep. So again, I'm gonna let you rat bastards know that I'm getting ready to get deep. So you rat bastards need to get off my channel, and I'm giving you 3 seconds. All right, and you already know the routine. Take that with you on the way out. Now, people looking at this may think that Whack is ratting on Jay Prince, but no. That's not ratting what he's doing. What he's doing is he's exposing them because he's saying exactly who he's talking to. So he's exposing them, and now this is where Jay Prince is supposed to, not promoting, but just let you know how the rules go. Okay, so we're gonna take the names out of it. So you got a dude exposing a dude for running a crooked dice game in his establishment. So therefore, if you saying that, that means that now he got to gun you down. But, you know, not promoting nothing, but I'm just saying, I see that the only gunning down that's going on is right here. That's why they do that. They don't have the physical consequences to actions. Whack is on 100 man time saying, this is what he's doing. Boom, boom, boom. If you don't like me, what I'm saying, stop doing it or come see me. That's what Whack is telling them. That's a serious accusation. Whack is like, yo, you know, like he calling dude out of rat, like, you a rat. You know what I mean? You run the crooked joint, your joint crooked. If you don't like what I'm saying, go in my mouth then, or get out your pistol. That's what Whack is saying, to take it to the street and take it off this internet, because y'all looking at it like it's just all fun and kudos. No, this is a deadly game that's playing out in front of you. It's just as playing out on the keyboard. But all it takes is one person to say, nah, I'm worrying about my honor. You don't expose my dice game? I need your life for that. You don't know if there's a person saying that. That's why be careful, man. But Wack is on some man time. You know what it is. He say he running the crooked dice game and he telling you straight up in your face, if you don't like it, come see him. That's the end of that. All right? Just translating what's going on so y'all understand. So don't hate the messenger. Just take heed to the message. That's why you don't do all that checking. You don't claim you want nobody to check in on none of that going on. Let's just get this clear. Because there's a lot of responsibilities that come with that. And if you want to know, ask Lou Sims. Lou Sims ran, could we ride? Let me explain to y'all how this thing works, right, on all levels. We're in the penitentiary, and Lou Sims got the compound and, run it for the New York car, the Harlem car, whatever you want to call it. But, New York stick together. Most of them stick with them, and it's like an East Coast thing. So now Lou's running the car. So while he's running the car, somebody in the car crash out and stab somebody from another car. When they go and the police get those bodies and found out that one person hit somebody from another car, they're going to go get what they call the shot callers for both cars, meaning Lou Sims and whoever the other shot caller is. Even though they may have been in the law library on a visit with their grandkids, their loved ones, they responsible for what their soldiers do. And that's the way they look at it. And that's the way it is. So now, if somebody from another car do something to somebody from New York, or somebody from New York go and, get involved in a dice game in the prison, or a card game in the prison, and they say, come play with me and my homies, I got you. This my homies, this my team. And then one of his homies jump on the homie. Now we got to jump on the dude that stamped that the homie was safe. And that's how that whole, somebody coming to check in and then somebody getting hurt or losing their life. The person they checked in with is responsible for their life and whatever consequences come to that. And I'm not talking about with the criminal system. Because this is a gangster channel, damn it. Those of y'all that want to know how gangsters think, and those of y'all that want to stay away from being a gangster, and that's what we're promoting. This channel is not to brag. That's why the rat bastards can't stand it. Because they can't think like this. They think like a rodent. And that's why they get gunshots. All day. All right?
Yep. That's a fact. That word been out, Wack. That word been out. We been out that memo.
And then, so I've been getting hit all day, and it got to the point at the thing with Quavo, like, that is the dice. If you're a mother artist, entertainer, and you been down there to Houston with the hosting of J. Prince Jr., and that it led you to a dice game, and you was getting hit for all your and you remember 3 by the name of Big Caprice, Wolf, or Lil Cam, y'all need to get on J. Prince Jr. bumper, because it was a lineup. Y'all need to holler at that, because his people done told me inside, he said, what? We the one give him the mother loaded dice.
Who got them Quavo were arguing with before he walked out?
I think the argument was about the dice.
And get this, Wack 100 didn't stop with the Prince family. He also dragged Lil Boosie into the drama, accusing him of being part of the dice game setup that ended with Duke the Jeweler's death.
Wack, that's the jeweler that got doing the Boosie dice game. Oh, yeah. So he was shooting against Boosie and he got past the loaded dice. So, his name was Duke the Jeweler. They said Boosie set him up. Now your story makes more sense. He died with all his jewelry on. Lil Cam was shooting that night when Takeoff died too. They're saying DJ Pat Bullet was a bullet that Takeoff. Also, Cam was the one shooting dice, so he had to load the dice. Now, for Boosie, they must have switched the dice up. Either they was gonna have no. Boosie was supposed to have the loaded dice, and they must have switched it, gave it to the wrong.
Now, when Jazz Prince was asked about all these allegations, he shut it down quickly and denied even knowing Duke the jeweler. He also insisted that his dice games had nothing to do with the deaths of Duke or Takeoff, and he dismissed it all as just rumors.
Can y'all elaborate on dice game when it's tied to y'all?
I know people were associating me with that Duke the jeweler situation because I went to Labusi pool party and he happened to be there and he happened to be standing on me. I mean, right next to me. Truth is, I never met him before. I had no idea who he is. I didn't even know he was a jeweler until after his passing. And then the night of that game isn't the night that he got leaving Boosie concert the next night because somebody tried to rob him. So, you know, the internet play internet games. But this is a situation with a dude that I didn't even know. I ain't know his name. I had no knowledge of him. I ain't know he was from Chicago. I ain't know he was a jeweler until social media started trying to point a finger because he was standing next to me, and it's just unfortunate that something transpired after another dice game, but neither incidents had anything to do with a dice game.
However,
all right, see, that was well said. I like Junior. That's what I'm saying. Jay Prince, that young man is ready to take over the throne. That young man articulated himself well, and everything he said made sense. Just pass the torch, young man. Pass the torch. Junior ready to run the organization, man. You got to sit back sometimes, and you got to say that. You got to ask yourself if you think you did the best job that you could do, or even a good enough job, you know, with your children, and then decide if you're going to turn it over to them or not and go lay back. But Junior sounds intelligent, like he said, one dice game didn't have nothing to do with another, so that means that y'all ain't got nothing to do with it. You know what I mean? So at least, you know, that's a narrative to go out there as far as to have something to weigh in on, because you got to know for a fact, or you got to have some type of, you know, genuine proof before you go linking something like that to someone. And Jay Prince, you get a round of applause, Junior. I give Junior a round of applause. I like that, young man. I like that. I like that. You know, because I remember watching that when this situation went on, and I said to myself, and y'all can tell me different, put it in the comments. I said to myself when I watched Jay Prince Jr. go up there and explain that, I said, man, I believe that dude. That's how I felt. But I've been known to be wrong too. But when I heard him speaking, and the way he articulated it and how natural it came out, you know, I believe it because I could see that situation. I didn't, because we ride. The reason why I say that is because I didn't know everyone that came in Club 2000. Everyone knew my name because I'm the hub and everyone else was the spoke. So they know the hub because the hub is what's holding the wheel together as it's rolling. So I'm making this party roll. So there's all these people rolling along with the party, but I don't know the spokes that's going, because all I'm doing is trying to keep rolling forward and make sure I get out of there safe at the end of the night, and so do the patrons that came to there, because they checked in with me when they paid their admission at the door, so their safety is in my hands. And I'm not going to war because some hothead seen they ops in my club and decided to run down on them. There was never none of that in Club 2000. And they'll tell you, if somebody wanted to fist fight, I encourage that. If a dude step on your sneakers, punch him in his mouth. I'm the owner and I'm on the mic saying that. You ask anybody from New York. Dude, step on your sneakers, punch him in his mouth. I'm encouraging that over the mic. But don't pull out no razor blade and don't pull out no gun. Matter of fact, we could take it to the stage. I got $5 grand on the winner. And that's how you stop the fights. Take it to the stage, $5 grand for the winner. You put them on Front Street. And 9 times out of 10, they want to huff and puff and look good and get everybody backing up like it's something going on. And I tell them, nah, security, get them two, bring them on stage, $5 grand for the winner. Now, on the way to the stage, they want to talk about their differences. And then we had a couple of joints that went down. And I got the video for that. I'm working on the documentary with Dame Dash. I got the video to that where you could see one of the fights, the rumbles that broke out in Club 2000. But I encourage that. We could suck, we could deal with a beat down, and we could give a beat down. You win some, you lose some. As long as you fought, you won. So you can't say, oh, he lost the fight. No. Did he fight? Yeah, well, he won. But turn it over to Junior, man. Junior got this, man.
The allegations about J. Prince and his shady dealings don't end there. His name has been tied to extortion rumors for years, but only recently has he been making major headlines for it. Take, for example, what went down in July 2020 when NBA Youngboy got robbed in Houston. So allegedly, J. Prince's goons pulled up on Youngboy's Airbnb, but they weren't just snatching random things. They took his icy chains and even the keys to his $350,000 Bentley, and instead of keeping it low-key, these dudes actually posted a video on social media showing them breaking in and posing with stolen goods, including a white Bentley, a white Rolls Royce, and a white 2020 McLaren GT. And this is where things get even sketchier. The goons didn't just take NBA Youngboy's stuff for fun. They also demanded a $30,000 ransom to get it back, making folks think this was just J. Prince running another extortion play. And that's because J. Prince actually hopped on Instagram to announce he had Youngboy's chains and keys and even invited him to come pick them up.
Another little screw out while we was gone, I got a call, you know what I mean, because the little homie Youngboy place got broke into. People went in his place, disrespected different things, and you know, I got a call about it. And the little homies that went into this place want to make that right. Because they understand that, you know what I mean, Youngboy family is okay with me. And as you can see, homie, to make a long story short.
Now, see what I'm saying? He just said everything that I said. Everything that I said. He know that if Youngboy checked in with him and somebody robbed him for something, it's his job and responsibility to get it back. And if someone lose their life, then it's his job and responsibility to accept the reaction to the actions of slipping and allowing someone to lose their life on your watch. That's what I'm saying. I know J. Prince know the game. I ain't got nothing bad to say about him. This not a bash J. Prince. I respect him. I'm going to give J. Prince a round of applause. He made it out the crack era to the music era to the technology era. J. Prince, you made it, man. Just making it out the crack era and the cocaine and freebase era and the heroin era that we came from, J. Prince, just making it out of that alone is a reward in itself. And then to survive all the way 40 years later, and you don't think it's time to pass the torch to your seed that you brought here to take over your empire? Jay, it's about time somebody talk to you for real, man. And my number comes up on the screen. If you want to reach out or anybody want to reach out, call sensibly. But we don't do no bull crap. My number's on the screen, man. We could talk as men and we could get this right because the object is to keep the black man out here. The object is to teach the black man and all men. So you understand, because if we let the children go in another 20 years, you understand what I'm saying? Another 20 years, then now those children will be so out of control and we'll be too old to defend ourselves from them. And now we'll be scared to come out of our house when we old gangsters. But if we spawn animals and savages and don't civilize the babies, how do we expect to get old and survive amongst savages? Because that's what they're turning into, just killing each other. Come on, man. Let me get back to this. But, Jay, you already know the rules. Just like you said, dude's joint got taken, NBA joint got taken. You went and got a phone call because they knew that they was under your watch because they checked in with you, you know, and they family, so they brought the stuff back and da-da-da, and they straight. Same way if something go all the way left. Okay.
I got your keys to your Rolls Royce. I got your keys to your McLaren. You know, all that they took. And the homie, Shakur, what you got, homie?
We got your Rolls Royce umbrellas. We got your keys. We got a bunch of other shit. So get in contact with us, bro. Get your shit back, man.
All good. Waiting on you.
Hey, yo. You know, because we got to ride right. We got to ride right. It wouldn't be right if I didn't at least give you all this, right? with all this going on right now that we just saw, could that have been an extortion move that Jay Prince sent his goons to go get that from NBA Youngboy because NBA Youngboy maybe didn't want to check in and he wanted to show him that if you don't check in, this is what happened, but we're going to give you this one on the house and you got to hit us off with 30 bands to get it back on the low. Or you could get this one back with nothing up front, but just know next time you come, bring 60 bands. You know, that's the way the street work, yo. That's the way the street work. Not saying that's what happened. Don't put words in my mouth now. Pause. You know, no he cipher, monkey cipher. But just so you know, he could have sent the dudes to rob him just to send him a message. Like how this video began saying that he was sending 50 Cent a message. You don't send a gangster a message, man. Where they do that at?
But Youngboy wasn't with the games. He saw through it and felt like Jay Prince was just trying to finesse him for more money. He clapped back, calling Jay Prince a shady figure who uses checking in as a cover to shake down rappers when they touch down in Houston.
Hey, I don't want no friends. I don't want no new relationships. All that pussy. Hey, I don't respect none of that shit, man. If you got something for me, man, they got plenty of niggas around me you could call. Man, nigga, it's plenty ways you could get in touch with me. Man, don't get on no internet and do nothing publicly. Don't do nothing dealing with no publicity, none of that pussy and shit. And I'm good on no keys, gangster. When you buy shit cash, two keys come with the car anyway. Mind your business, man.
But Youngboy is...
Yo, he told him gangster. He got to get a round of applause for that. I got to give a round of applause for that. I got to give a round. Y'all getting a hell of a show today because I'm really enjoying this one and I'm tapping in, right? Yo, he told him straight up, the keys, I need the keys to get my car back. You know what I mean? So I got plenty of soldiers around me. You could have contacted them and gave it to them. And you ain't had to go on no social media. And it's a young boy telling an elder what they call an OG. We ain't had to go on no internet to do this. There's a million ways to get me on the phone. You was able to get the keys to the car. You couldn't get me on the phone. And that's why my number on the screen, 917-680-9091. Ain't no need for nobody to make no crazy diss video when you could call me. I put my number there for you to call me. Be a man if you ain't got something that you don't like that I say, and we can talk about it as men. And then we go from there. I mean, it's not that hard. You understand? And you could also call me to give you my props. Maybe I could get a flower or two. But I'm just saying the number is there for us to meet each other beyond this right here because I really don't like the lives, you know, and all that, to be honest. So that's why I just pre-record it and I put the number up and we do a separate live, a private live. You know what I mean? Where we could talk. But that's where we at. Youngboy told him just like he was supposed to tell him. You know what I mean? F them keys. You ain't had no business going on no internet. You know what I mean? You're supposed to be a gangster. Let's deal with it on gangster level. I got my man with me. You could have contacted any one of them to get him that little old call back. You think there's a Rolls Royce? That means something to me? I'm NBA Youngboy. Let's get that right. Man, I like this kid here.
Isn't the only one tired of Jay Prince and his games. Cameron and Mase also recently threw shade at Prince, calling him out for allegedly lining up Youngboy and letting his protege Drake get embarrassed by Kendrick Lamar.
Mase said it exactly like, you 60. You 60. What are you talking about?
Word.
Bro, I lost mad respect for you because I used to have mad respect for you. When you had Shakur with you, when you lined Youngboy NBA up, why the you got Shakur with you? And this is why he acting like that. This is exactly why he acting like that. Talking about you got Youngboy NBA umbrellas and his keys to his car. Youngboy NBA told y'all niggas, this is what he said. This is what Youngboy NBA said. Whack 100 was the most disrespect. Wild disrespect. I ain't even gonna repeat the shit 100 said. Mad disrespect. Drake is beefing with Kendrick Lamar as we speak. I have not heard, this is the first time Drake got into some shit, and I ain't hear you say shit to Kendrick Lamar now. Why do you think that you could tell us what we can and cannot say, man? Control your
By the way, Cam and Mase's beef with Jay Prince kicked off when Prince tried to strong-arm them into backing off their criticism of New Jersey boxer Shakur Stevenson, who just so happens to be managed by him. Cam and Mase weren't feeling Stevenson's recent world title defense and made that crystal clear on their platform. But Jay Prince wasn't having it, and he took to Instagram to issue a slick warning, telling them to fade all Stevenson's shots and take all bets. Jay Prince wrote, "Numbers don't lie, haters do. Let the haters say that he's boring and nobody wants to watch him. Sorry to tell you, it's just a select few of you haters. As you can see, there's proof that he has the #1 ratings in any fight on ESPN this year, and the top 3 ratings since 2022. And to all of you haters who want to escalate that hate outside of the ring, I'm Shaker's manager and I handle all his business outside of the ring. In other words, Cam and Mase, I will fade all his shots and take all bets." But
Come on, dog. You an OG, man. How you talking to the youngins like that, man? Come on, dog. This is how we fight at 60. You know that. This is how we fight at 60. Come on, man. Slow down, Jay. I mean, yo, call me if you need somebody to talk to you that, you know what I mean, that could, you know, help pull your coat. Because I could use my coat pulled too. So my line is open. Ain't to disrespect you, but you obviously need to talk to another man because I don't know who you got around you or what they doing. But they obviously not telling you that, yo, come on, man. It's time to just pass the torch to Junior, man. Junior deserve it. And I think Junior can handle it from what I see. And that's the official stamp of approval. 3 gunshot salute for Junior. Let Junior run it, man, and fall back, man. Go chill on that island, man. Relax, man. Junior got this.
despite the threats, Cam and Mase were unfazed, and they continued to call out Jay Prince, clowning him for acting like a street dude at his big age.
And I'm gonna tell you another thing. When you're dealing with older people, they're the last to know that things have changed. We not your lord. Like, the way you talking, I don't get what you mean. We're not your little niggas. Like, for real, all that big homie stuff, that's for little niggas. Little niggas have big homies. We're not little niggas, so we don't even respect big homies. I know it doesn't, and for me, I never respected niggas in the streets. That's why I always got the problems I got.
Yo, that sounded a little crazy, Mase. I ain't even gonna feed into that, but Mase, slow down, slow down. But y'all did a great job articulating and knocking it off, but you know what I mean? We still gotta give the people before us their props. I'm 60, and yeah, you know, on the street level, I got big homies. You know what I mean? I got dudes that I look up to that I could go to when I need advice that might be a little bit above my mental state at the time. And while I was gone, my little homies became big homies for their generation, and then their little homies became big homies for their generation, you know? And now I come home and my little homies are big homies. But by using that title, it's not a disrespect. It's just a sign of the work you put in. Like me, a Jamaican, so we used to get our look stripe and our badge when we do certain things and bust our gun. See? You get a stripe like a soldier at war. And then you become a big homie. But in Jamaica, we call it a Don. But up here, y'all call it a big homie. That's all it is. That don't mean that no man telling you what to do. It's just recognizing a man's wisdom and his trials and his struggles and his will to survive and making it. And those are the ones that we call elders. I have elders that I respect. And I got elders that I call big homies because I'm secure with myself. Not saying that Mase is not, but I'm just speaking so these young people understand. I'm secure with myself that I don't have a problem calling my little homies that's now, you know, big homies, calling them big homie. Because they earned that while I've been gone for 3 decades. But everything got crossed when social media came in and you could be all you want to be with one of these. You know what I mean? And that's what I see that's happening out here. But I think Mase and Cameron handled themselves exquisitely. You know what I mean? They get a round of applause. They definitely get a round of applause. All right? But, Mase, I just had to speak on the big homie thing so that they understand it, because you don't want to leave the youngins out there not understanding how the chain of command go in. Like right now, you and Cameron, y'all the big homies for your generation, you know, when it come to what y'all do. Because everybody look up to y'all. Y'all the best from your generation that came out of, you know, out of Harlem, out of New York. Y'all represent. So y'all big homies. And dudes look up to you as big homies. But that don't mean you're going to tell them to go do nothing wrong, or you could talk to them any kind of way. They still got to respect you as a man, and you got to respect them as a man. But they understand your title and your struggles. All right? Enough of that.
You would tell me, Mase, chill. No, chill for what? Who is this? That's how I feel listening to this, man. Like, I want to respect you, but I can't. And I'm going to tell you why. Because if I got a little, like the dudes that raised me, if I was out of pocket, they would tell me I'm out of pocket. Right. They wouldn't let me put them on a crash out mission. They would say, yo, Mase, listen. Around here, we don't send to do nothing for us. We don't pay to handle our problems. You gotta put in your own work around here, Lord, man. That's what you were supposed to tell him. You can't.
Now, he said that 100% right, man. That's it. All that you jumping out to take fades with dudes half your age and all of that, and even fight when you Jay Prince, man. You the king of this. Stop it, man. Start playing your position again. It's like the more you talk, the more people is losing, no disrespect, with respect for you. You was more powerful when you was a myth. Let your son go out there now and get the shine and be the voice, man.
You can't go out here and talk crazy and then send me on a mission. Nah, this is where the game got messed up. When Young started sending old niggas out, and just because this little ignorant got a few dollars, he make all of you that's supposed to be real run after his mission. This is a problem, Jay Prince, and I'm gonna tell you like this: if you're 60 years old and you're trying to be a street nigga, you failed. You failed. You failed.
So knowing how sketchy Jay Prince's reputation is, fans are now clowning Prince for even thinking about stepping to 50 Cent and inserting himself in this Big Meech drama. People are saying Jay Prince already has way too much suspicious activity attached to his name to be out here starting a war with someone like 50, who has built his entire brand on exposing people. And if 50 decides to drag Jay Prince, it's not going to be pretty. Let's just say he's going to have a lot of material to work with.
All right, so that's where we at, man. Jay Prince done called 50 a rat, jumped out there, said he a cop, everything else. So that's what this video is out about. So don't say, oh, the title, this and that, man. You got to listen to the jewels in it. But you got the rat bastards that just run around looking for any little thing to get at. I think y'all got a lot of jewels out of this today. Make sure you subscribe at my daughter's YouTube channel at Juanita Mecca Audio. Juanita Mecca Audio, unique Mecca Audio prison stories. They hear the crazy, wild, fly prison stories. And then Mecca Audio TV, where we mix it up and do what we got to do. I might even start doing politics over there at Mecca Audio TV and get a whole new demographics, because, you know, it is what it is. All right? Make sure you hit the notification bell and the like button. Let's get this thing popping. All right?
Cheers, cheers, toast the crime, toast the crime, the crime, the crime, the crime. What? Fresh out the can of 26, he back on the strip, getting back in the mix. What he mentions a gift. You stand up 10 toes down, and I suggest you pay attention to this. Take a little gully posse and put it in Harlem. He cut from the bottom, came up from the bottom. Drop the book, you should go and get it. The Instagram page and the YouTube, you could go and visit. Then you could consider yourself LinkedIn. Sit front row and get Jews from a kingpin. How he went through it, so you ain't gotta go do it. To not pay attention would be stupid. Talking about a man that probably probably put your grandfather on. Probably the reason that him and your grams got along. A man that generated millions on the block, did his time, never squilling to the cops, Mecca audio. Get it live like 2 G's in the 90s. Drop top beamer so shiny. I let shorty go, she was whining. Treat her like my past, she behind me. Spin a couple bands on the Dapper Dan. You be back again, getting green like a Packers fan. No cap, it's a roaring uptown. They be horn uptown, Dominican bust downs. Now we on the positive, we got a lot to give. Now he trying to stop the kids from being inoperative. So take heed, homie, lend an ear. He started in uptown, he gon' finish dead. But now it ain't about selling drugs, buying cars. It's about buying property to make the community ours. So we can get back to the cheers, toast the crime, the crime, the crime, the crime.